What is up, Battle Squad? And welcome to another episode of LBFT. Now, this is episode 2 in season 2 of LBFT, or Logan Battles Football Talk. I'm so excited to be doing this. I am back to doing more of season 2 of LBFT. For this episode, I'm going to be doing a top 10 list in regards to the upcoming NFL season, specifically a few games that I am most excited or looking forward to watch on TV. So I counted down a list of my personal list of most anticipated NFL games of 2018, and that's what it is. It is my personal list for top 10 most anticipated NFL games of 2018. Now, I've done a episode like this before, but it wasn't a top 10 list video or top 10 list episode of LBFT. But this will be the first ever top 10 list episode of LBFT, so that's an interesting. Very similar to the first episode of season 2, where it was my prediction, or no, maybe it was not my first ever prediction episode of LBFT. But anyway, so let's count down my personal list for top 10 most anticipated NFL games of 2018. Starting with number 10, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Week 1. Now, obviously, with the whole Jameis Winston getting suspended for four games type of thing, due to for those of you that don't know, he was like in this car with a Uber driver, and he got his hand on the Uber driver's leg, and that's the reason behind that. Reason for why he got suspended for 4 games. The first 4 games, rather. That's really disappointing. So, but nonetheless, I am looking forward to the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. And the only reason why I am looking forward to that game is because the last time the Tampa Bay Buccaneers faced the Pittsburgh Steelers was the year before they drafted Jameis Winston, and it was also the year that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I believe, were 2-14, and one of the 2 wins they got the year before they got Jameis Winston was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it'll be interesting to see what they will do this upcoming first week of the NFL season. So. That was my That was my 10th pick. My number 9th pick is the Week 3 matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this might not be the game that most of y'all are looking forward to seeing, because we have a few Seattle Seahawks and Dallas Cowboys game for a few years. I do get that, but I find it always interesting to watch the Seahawks and Cowboys game. For some reason, I don't even know how to explain it. Every time the Seahawks and the Cowboys face each other in an NFL game, it gets more exciting for me. It gets more interesting to me to watch it. It makes me want to sit down and watch the whole game. So I am looking forward to that. For some inexplicable reason that I just can't explain. The point is, I'm looking forward to that game for the sake of wanting to see how interesting the game is, which I have no doubt it will be. But that's just my own personal list. My number 9th pick. Now, my number 8th pick is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Dallas Cowboys game in Week 16, the last regular season week of the 2018 NFL season. The the last time the Bucs faced the Cowboys, the Cowboys did so well. They were 13-3 at the time, with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong. I really want to see my Bucs with my man Jameis Winston beat the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. So anyway, but yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the last regular season game of the NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Dallas Cowboys game. It is going to be very good. I'm hoping the Bucs will win this game. I really do. Number 7, a Week 2 matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, this will be the last game that I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on this list. This is the last one. Trust me. This is the third game in a row that I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on. And I will say, I am looking. I'm not going to lie. I am excited to watch that game because, the Philadelphia Eagles won a Super Bowl, and it's been a while since the Buccaneers have faced the Philadelphia Eagles, and the fact that my Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to face the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles, that will be exciting to see. I'm so excited to watch that game. Number 6, Seattle Seahawks versus Denver Broncos in Week 1. I'm also not going to lie. I am excited to watch that game because the last time that the Seahawks faced the Broncos was the year after the Seattle Seahawks beat up the Denver Broncos in a Super Bowl. I can't remember which one. It might have been 48? Super Bowl 48? Is that the one where the Seahawks beat up the Broncos? Anyway, so I am looking forward to that. It's been a few years since the Seahawks last faced the Denver Broncos. I am looking forward to that. It will be very exciting. Now, number 5 is the Week 11. And by the way, Seattle Seahawks versus Denver Broncos game is in Week 1. That is another Week 1 matchup on this list, just to let you know. Now, going back to number 5, Green Bay Packers versus Seattle Seahawks in Week 11. I am now this is yet another game where most of y'all might not be surprised, thinking, I mean the Seahawks just faced the Broncos a few times within the past few years, so why would it? Why putting it on the list? It's pretty much an obvious one. For me, it's always been very interesting. Like I said about the Cowboys and Seahawks game, it's always been interesting for me to watch games like this for some reason that I just can't fully comprehend or explain. But I always look forward to this Packers versus Seahawks game every year or so. I've always have been because it's always been interesting to see those two teams match up so well. I am looking forward to see Aaron Rodgers going up against Russell Wilson, a bona fide league MVP candidate. I will give him that. He's undoubtedly a NFL MVP candidate, without a doubt. But anyway, this is the first and not last Green Bay Packers game to be put on this that I put on this list. So, just to let y'all know. Number 4 is a game between two teams in the state of Texas. the Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys in Week 5. I might now, as much as I'm hesitant to put it on this list because I really hate the Dallas Cowboys and I'm not really a huge fan of the Houston Texans, I will admit that this will be an interesting game to watch. Most interesting game to watch two Texas teams going up against each other. That will be an interesting thing to see or to watch on TV, I will say. And like I said, as much as I'm not a huge fan of the Houston Texans, I sure hope that they beat the Dallas Cowboys. I really do. I always pick every NFL team to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Every single team. Even the New England Patriots, who I really do not like, at least they have Tom Brady, who I actually really like. 5-time Super Bowl champion? Come on now. Despite how much I don't like the Patriots and how much of cheaters they are, if they are facing the Dallas Cowboys, I have to pick the Patriots only because they have Tom Brady. Now, with all that being said, the Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys, I hope the Texans win. I really do. Or beat the Cowboys, I should say. Because it'll be a good game to watch. Now, number 3. And speaking of the Patriots, we have the number 3, New England Patriots versus Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 15. Yeah, Week 15. Now, I think it was either last year or the year before. It might be the year before last, but it was when the Patriots and the Steelers last faced each other in the playoffs. Probably in the AFC title game. AFC title game. It might have been that, but anyway, most games like the Steelers and the Patriots games, it's always been interesting, and like I said about the Houston Texans and Seattle Seahawks, I'm not the biggest fan of those teams, particularly the Pittsburgh Steelers, but when they face the Patriots, I find myself rooting for the Steelers to beat the Patriots. I really do. I really do not like the Patriots one bit. The only part about the New England Patriots that I liked, and I already said this a few minutes ago, is Tom Brady. But anyway, it'll be very good to see, and I do see why a lot of people would be so excited to watch that game, even though there are some other people who are actually not looking forward to watch that game, because, you know, I mean, we've seen them face each other a few times before, but for me personally, it's always interesting when they go up against each other. That's just the most interesting part for me. Now, number 2, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty, I guess. And this will be the last Pittsburgh Steelers game on this list. Trust me on that one. Number 2, Pittsburgh Steelers versus Denver Broncos. The reason why I put it at the number 2 spot is because I don't think I ever watched a single Broncos and Steelers game ever. Now, granted, they might have faced each other before in the past, and I do get it, but I still haven't watched any of the previous matchups that the Broncos and the Steelers have faced each other in. So, I am so excited to that one, and if I were to root for one team to beat the other, I have to go with the Broncos. I'm really not the biggest fan of the Steelers, neither was I a Broncos fan, but if I had to pick one to beat the other, I would have to root for the Broncos to beat the Steelers. So, So, yeah, that's a Week 12 matchup. Now, my number one most anticipated NFL game of 2018, and it is the game with the Green Bay Packers. Yep, that's right. My number one most anticipated NFL game of 2018 is the Week 9 matchup between the Green Bay Packers versus the New England Patriots. That you just heard me say that correctly. You just hear me say that. The Packers, led by the bad man Aaron Rodgers, versus the Patriots, led by the 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady. Come on now. Two of the greatest quarterbacks in our generation, especially Aaron Rodgers. Come on now. You got the most talented quarterback in NFL history going up against one of, if not the most accomplished quarterback in NFL history, going up against each other. Come on now. You gotta. It is definitely a must-watch, a must-see or much-watch game. However, whichever word you put it. Either way, it's a game that you should be most excited about, even if you're not a fan of any of those two teams, the Packers or the Patriots, or if you're not even a fan of Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. At least you have to admit that that's going to be a game that many people, including myself, are really excited to watch on TV when the NFL season starts. I mean, you just have to admit that's going to be a very great game to watch, especially seeing Aaron Rodgers going up against Tom Brady. That alone really makes that alone is the money shot of a game to watch during the NFL season. Come on. That's going to be a great game to watch. And I'm hoping Aaron Rodgers and his Packers will win this game against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Because right now, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, I doubt that he will get injured this year like he did last season. I doubt he will. I think he will still be healthy in this season from start to finish. So with that, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping Aaron Rodgers and the Packers will beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. I really hope that will be the. I really hope that will happen, and if it did happen, then it's going to be one of the best games I have ever seen. Period. One of the best games ever in NFL history, in my humble opinion. Only because the Patriots lost. I love to see the Patriots lose to the Packers. So anyway, guys, those are my personal picks for top 10 most anticipated NFL games of 2018. If you enjoyed this episode, please click the like button, and if you agree with my list, or if you don't agree with my list, comment below and let me know what your personal top 10 most anticipated NFL games of 2018 list are. I like to know. And if you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please press the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a video. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight.